What is going on, Grady? Welcome to the stream, brother. Man, it has been a minute, and so I figured anybody watching this from this point forward who doesn't see it live will be like, what's he talking about? Because it'll seem like just episode 15, 15B, because of that little break, and then 16, and they won't know that about a week has gone by because of my work. Right? But my work doesn't care. So the rough part is over the next 3 weeks, it is really going to be tough. I'm going to try to get one more in tomorrow. But then for 2.5, 3 weeks, I will be gone, not even able to do this. Hopefully, though, me and Jane have worked out a thing where we can still stream Tuesday and Friday mornings from my hotel room. So I think we'll be able to do that. But something I wanted to point out before we get started on this TSW Monday night, I just want to show you because there was a lot of fallout that happened in the last pay-per-view. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to show you some of the fallout. We're going to talk about the stories, and then we're going to get this thing on the road. American Alpha, they asked for it. They finally combined forces. Witcher has stepped in and is now part of American Alpha. Will there be another female that steps in to do that? Don't know. We'll have to see. We still have the anti-horseman. And the Witcher thing isn't even the biggest thing. But look at this. You have the World Tag Team Champions and the Women's World Champion, American Alpha. Pretty impressive. Anti-horseman, that remains the same. The Disciples of Doom. Now, this is where we start dropping some bombs. If you notice now, in the Disciples of Doom, we have Max and Herbie with Cross and KVD. What happened? We'll get into what happened in just a second. We have the Hit Squad, which is also known as the New World Order, but they fall under the Hit Squad. The Industry, this is the fallout from the women's break in the New World Order. They no longer have 8 members. They only have 5 as well, and here are 3 of those members that are no longer in the NWO, called the Industry. We have Legacy, no changes to Legacy. We have the Legends, no changes to that. Haven't seen a lot of Peyton Hardy, but no changes to Legacy. We have the Madness still. Now, they're working on some stuff between them and the Maniacs, but Tekrit and the Maniacs, it's actually been that way for a minute, but I'm not sure how many people knew that. Here's another bomb, bomb number 2, and I haven't even resolved bomb number 1 yet, but bomb number 2, JD14 said, hey, I've got 97,000 wrestlers. Can you bring them in? I said, no. But I can bring in these 2. So the Sons of Abigail are going to be facing off tonight, and that's a story unto itself. We will talk about that with our Crimson. Our Crimson actually found these guys and brought them in. Their stories are going to be revealed more and more and more as we go. And we made kind of a slight change to the look of Awesome Christina. Not a big deal, but I think it's a little bit different. I like it a little bit better. So bombshell number 2. Not going to resolve that whole thing yet either, but now you kind of know. You have the Order. And if you notice, the 3 people that have actually held the Hunter's title, plus Josh. Josh typically isn't in the Order, but you'll see why he is tonight. Well, we'll talk about it. JD14 said the Sons of Abigail want to issue out a warning to TSW. They're coming, and they're just going to run rampant over everybody. Totes McGoats did not take too kindly to that, and he said, oh, yeah? So he went to Commissioner Cena and said, I want a handicap match, 1-on-2, me versus them. Commissioner Cena said no. You'll see why when you see these guys. These guys are probably the 2 biggest guys on the planet. Forget TSW Wrestling. They may be the biggest guys on the planet that can actually walk. He said, but I'll tell you what you can do. I will set you up a tag team match. Totes said no. Unless you make it a tag team elimination match, which is a brand new match type that'll debut tonight. And Cena said, okay, well, I'll do that. And so then Totes picked his manager to go wrestle. And I'm going to tell you, his manager is not rated high at all because he's a manager, right? So Totes and Josh are going to face off against those 2 tonight to see who's who and what's up. We're going to see what happens. Who knows? We have PMS, fallout from the NWO. These are the 5 NWO members on the women's side. What's going on, Dwayne? Welcome to the stream. Oh, a bunch of people. Rowdy, welcome. Glad you guys are getting in early because you're going to see just some things that are going on. And here's the rest of it. Now, from bomb number 1, you can see Recon Delta is now with Power Trip. So Recon Delta got a little upset with the way some things went and how they lost the tag team titles when he wasn't there. He left Doom. Now, him and Doom are still fighting. Don't get me wrong. Him and KVD are in a feud, but he came over here now, head of the Power Trip, and I had heard a rumor, and that's why I said in the last pay-per-view, I think we're going to start seeing a lot more Strudel and Teddy. And here is that. What's going on, Rebecca? You made it just in time because the very next thing has to do with Rebecca. You can see Rebecca now. I don't know if she's a permanent member of the Spitfire Warriors, but y'all wanted it. Jane and Rebecca talked about it. Join forces, and tonight we'll go up against Crimson and Awesome Christina for the World Tag Team Championship. I'm almost glad that this is the version of Rebecca you're still seeing because Rebecca has a completely new look with the Spitfire Warriors, and you will see that tonight. She has both looks. She has something. Of course, we have the Thrill Seekers, Ozzy and Phoenix, our current Women's Intercontinental Championship. The Corporation, that has not changed. Penny and Ozzy with GC Rock, Digital Dog, and Night Violator. And then, of course, do a quick rundown so you can kind of see some of the stuff that's going on. And we will have 2 different tag team debut matches. Now, while we get things going, we're going to start the show, and then I'm going to tell you some more stuff. It's what happens when you give me this much time to think about stuff. You saw the Horseman. I gave it to you. You know, best for last. It's actually that one in alphabetical order. And because yours is a number that comes up last, not first. So back for an all-new Monday Night Meltdown. You can see there's been a lot of fallout from the last pay-per-view until now. I had different ideas what would happen, but then some things happen and people jump the gun. Next thing you know, ipso facto, I missed all you guys too. So I'm going to try to get in. Today and tomorrow. We'll see what happens, because then I've got a long work schedule where I won't even be home. You can see Jace has a new look that he'll be debuting tonight. And in this match, we have a brand new wrestler who is a member of TSW, one of our clan leaders on the PS4 side, Blackheart. So Blackheart, all the way over on the left, the brand new champion, Angel, who won it last Monday night, will defend in a triple threat elimination match tonight against Jace, and in Blackheart's debut for the TSW television title. Yeah, it's so funny, man. I've slept in yesterday till 8:30. I'm always up 5 o'clock every morning. Then today I slept in till 9:30. Like, I was exhausted. I was going to do this on Thursday. I just couldn't. Like, I couldn't do it. I didn't have the energy to do it. And I didn't think that was fair to all y'all. Tonight, too, Rowdy will be defending the TSW World title. Not the undisputed heavyweight title, just the TSW World Championship. Like I said, they're separate titles. But Max had won the Intercontinental title and has not got a world title shot, so he will get that tonight. There's a lot of people going to be defending some belts tonight. Jane and Rebecca will be going for the TSW World Tag Team titles tonight.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the Television Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the NWO from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 279 pounds, the Outlaw, Jay Wagner.
Welcome to the stream, Eagle, Rowdy, Dwayne, Rebecca, Sentinel, Cimba. Let's make sure I say it, catch everybody. Kyle, what is going on, Kyle? And remember, Grady, of course, and remember, we still have not figured out who that fourth anti-horseman is. Blackheart, that's quite an entrance. Touche, Blackheart.
And introducing the challenger from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 242 pounds, the Butcher, Blaq Hart.
Thank you, Rowdy. Glad to be back, brother. Glad to be back. Just a brief stay, but then after that, we'll be back to normal after these next few weeks. Right now, my company is in the middle of buying 7 dealerships, so that is what has made it tough. And we're doing it all at the same time. Not been done before, by us anyway. So a lot to keep track of, but right now we're going to have some fun and do some wrestling. That's quite the entrance. That was super intense. I cannot wait. Me and G have talked about, too, me and Jane being brought through at the same time for our first hardcore raid. So, don't know when that's going to happen. We both have hardcore characters that are ready to go for the raid. So, yeah, can't wait. Hopefully in the next few weeks, maybe a couple months, I don't know. I want to do it because what I really want to do is take my character into the Dark Zone. But not before the raid.
And introducing the champion from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 225 pounds. He is the Television Champion, Angel.
Angel just won it on our last TSW Monday Night Meltdown, and now defending it in what's going to be a pretty tough match. Jace has a new look, and some of the stuff we haven't talked about yet. You are going to see a lot of stuff tonight where we have tag team matches. There is a reason. I just realized you could go through and change 4 unique tag team moves. Not even finishers, just unique double team, tag team moves per person. So I went and changed almost every single person. I've got every male changed, and I've got about half the females changed. It takes a lot of stuff. So we will see what is going on. This is the very first match, but you did miss a lot in the beginning. We actually ran down how all the teams sack out. We ran down a bunch of news because it's been about a week. And now we are here for our very first match and the first title match, the Jace Wagner brand new look from the NWO, the debut of Blackheart and Angel. defending his television championship. So Blackheart did what I probably would have did, just let those two guys fight, but Jace not having it. Gets Blackheart up in that corner, and now delivering the knees. Look at Angel on the outside of the ring. He's like, hey guys, get into it. Watch my moves, watch my grooves. And it'll be interesting to see. You know, we've had a couple of people that have been on losing streaks that have recently started turning that around. Jace Wagner's one of those. So will he be able to keep his streak going tonight? Will Blackheart make a huge splash in his debut? Or will Angel just put them both down and show them how this is going to go with the television title for a while? Don't know. All three very, very worthy, very tough, competent wrestlers. So we are going to see what happens. Plus tonight, JD14 is going to debut two wrestlers. Is going to debut two wrestlers tonight. I mean, I can't debut all the wrestlers he wanted to debut, but Brute and Walter will debut and be a part of the TSW Wrestling family. Not a logo change, but definitely we had it in year one. We finally got it back for this, or season one. We finally got it back for season two, but we've had it for a few weeks now. Now Jace going back through, trying to fight, misses that uppercut. Angel says, hey, nobody followed me back into the ring, so let me come out here and make my presence felt. Oh, now that is a huge slam on the outside. Jace somehow gets up relatively quickly, and now letting it fly with the big boot. Him and Angel look like they're teaming up on Blackheart. Blackheart ducks the first, and DDT's the second. But Jace right back up on top of him. And Jace is taking some big moves on the outside of this ring. I'm shocked nobody has gone for a pin on Jace to this point. Welcome to the stream, Grooney. Quite the nice double team going back and forth. Blackheart, Angel somehow not getting in each other's way. Goes for the pin. That might be it for Jace. Two. And somehow Jace kicks out. Now that's 2 or 3 big moves, plus Angel's finishing move. Bexley, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. All opinions welcome, right? Now Angel rolls up the leg of Blackheart, 2, and only a 2 count. Angel now looks like he's staying in control of the things that's going in the ring, but I don't think he saw Blackheart get up. Jace thought he would take a second, take a little break. Blackheart says, no. What kind of a move was that? Thought he was going for the pin, kind of almost like a reverse schoolboy. And Angel says, check me out. Guys, take pictures. Angel's pausing for pictures. That's a magazine shot right there. Somehow, Blackheart misses the elbow. Jace rolls out. Blackheart back to his feet. Yeah, but it's a JDT and a JD14. Now somebody got split open. We'll have to wait and see if we can see who that is. Might be Angel. And it is Angel. Jace is like, hey, I got to get on Blackheart. Angel trying to prevent him from doing that. Jace sees him come up, but a little bit too late. Now fighting through both of them, and all Jace wants to do is to get to Blackheart. Cannot do it. Well, cannot do it yet, anyway. Yeah, I did too. But I did enjoy, like, he made up 2 wrestlers, so, wowzers. And now, Jace going up to the top rope. Not typically Jace's game. Calling for Angel to get up. Big double-hand overhead axe handle, but misses. Yeah, I was going to say, Jace couldn't make up his mind. Angel can for him. But you start to wonder, can Angel see through the blood that is coming down his face? Because it is quite a bit of it. And now he's rolling out. Blackheart, now the aggressor, controlling all the action inside the ring as Angel rolls out. And in this match, you got to pin or submit 2 wrestlers, both wrestlers. That is Blackheart's finishing move. That should do it for Jace. 2, 3, and now it is down to 2. Angel still trying to get up. Look at the amount of blood Angel is losing, but still fighting. Yeah, Angel's pissed that nobody put a mask on him, so now he's rocking his own mask, right? And what's crazy, it almost looks like Blackheart is getting stronger as this match is going on. And in his debut match, he may end up winning the television title. And we've long said, if you want to win a title early in your career, it's a television. It gives you the most exposure on a week-to-week basis. Angel catches him. Looked like he was going for his finishing move, but Angel catches him. Sit-down powerbomb, and now Angel letting it fly on the outside of the ring. And here we go. The over-the-leg DDT, and this might mean he keeps the title. 2, and only a 2.5 count. That was still a very strong kick out. So Blackheart's got some left up in the tank. But not if he keeps taking maneuvers like this on the outside of the ring. Oh, missile sit-through drop kick right to the old ear hole. That'll mess up your haircut. That'll put sneaker marks right on the side of your haircut. And that is it. If you wanted Angel to win it, that's exactly what you got. That's what I mean. What was that?
And still television champion, Angel.
What's funny is Angel's been split open 3 different times. He's got it on the side, he's got it up on the top, and you can see he's got it right across the nose too, running down. But it did not matter. He did not care what kind of blood he was losing. Nobody else split open, and Angel holds on to defend his television title. Now, this is what I was talking about. These guys said, I don't care who it is, we'll take on all comers. Totes is like, oh, hell to the his no. I'm going to take them on 2-on-1, and I'm going to show them what TSW is all about. Our commissioner said no. So, for the first time ever, Totes' manager is going to wrestle with him, and this is a tag team elimination match. That means either way it goes, Totes and Josh have to beat both of them. Ipso facto, vice versa, same thing going the other way. Now, guys, if you're new to the channel, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on bell notifications so you don't miss any time we go live. I do not control the wrestlers. All we do is make them. Make all the tag title belts, or all the title belts. We make all the arenas. We write the short storylines. We let the computer control it. We let them go do its thing. We let it fly, as I like to say all the time. I don't just say that on the wrestling thing either. I say, we're in the middle of an acquisition, right? And I'm like, yeah, we're just going to let this one fly. They're like, wait, what? Yeah. So this is interesting. Like, you look right now and you're like, oh, yeah, whatever. It's a tag team match. This is not just a tag team match. You wait till you see this, and then you tell me what you think. When I saw them, I wasn't like overly where I was like, oh yeah, we got to have them, until I saw them wrestle. And then I'm like, this will fit in very, very nicely. Very, very nicely. So JD14 came up with these wrestlers. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. The mom in our house has left to go work and show houses. She was not happy about it, but I was like, okay. I'm going to take this opportunity to get back, do a little wrestling with you guys, and hang out.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 469 pounds, the Order.
Totes McGoat smiling. Kind of crazy. Totes McGoat smiling is creeping out Frankie Two Fingers. I've been outside all day, though. My wife, we went out and bought plants for Mother's Day. She loves to plant on Mother's Day, and we've been digging in all morning, digging in plants and flowers, getting all that stuff. She's super happy with all of it, which is what's important. Yeah, Totes McGoats took a lot. Like, he's like, this will not stand. This petulance will not stand. You cannot just challenge everybody in TSW. You're going to get Totes McGoats. Now you're going to get Totes McGoats and Josh. You even see him now, and it doesn't make sense yet.
At a combined weight of 878 pounds, the Ministry of Darkness.
878 pounds. Let that sink in for a second. It doesn't make sense because they're about the same size. You wait till they stand next to Totes McGoats, who's a heavyweight. That'll make sense then. Those are some big boys. Oh yeah, yeah. Look at this. So this is a brand new. Now we're debuting two brand new wrestlers, but we're also debuted a brand new match type. This is a normal tag team elimination match. That means you still got to beat them both. That guy moves crazy for a big boy. I think that would have broke any normal man's back right there. You get 400-something pounds jumping around, just a 260-pound dude, like, his back's probably going to break. I don't know that his bones could handle it. But here's the nice thing. You're going to see some different tag team, double team moves. Which is going to be exciting. Now, when you pair up two different people, it will matter who is paired up because everybody has 4 unique moves, and how those moves like pair up will matter to make better and worse tag teams. Totes, though, if he has any hope of winning this match, cannot be on the receiving end a whole lot. Look at Totes. Totes like, I got to let it fly with all of them. Although Brute just saved Walter. But now, like, fighting them both is not the best plan. I think that would be a terrible plan by Totes. I would focus on one. Oh, another big slam by Brute. Brute rolls up the leg. Totes still kicks out in 1. Totes now getting in. Now, this is not a helpful thing. Although, it will help that Totes gets a breather. I know, that's what I saw. First time I watched the match, I was like, how is the ring not tilted like this? Doesn't make any sense, you know what I mean? So that move by Totes, that knee normally brings people down. But Walter, it did not. That's another one. That's the move where he hits you in the gut and it lifts you up and you fall down. Not Walter. So, quite a long way to go, apparently. So, this is the only slight advantage that Totes kind of has, is getting Josh in here. Oh, but Josh is making some things happen. But getting him in here does give Totes a breather, rather than it just being a 1-on-2 match where you get no breather at all. But look, Josh just has his manager clothes. He does not even have wrestling clothes. This is the Sister Abigail crew, yep. Look at how big these boys, I'm telling you. When I saw this, I was like, I think these guys got to be in TSW. And so did R Crimson. R Crimson also believes they've got to be in TSW. So the female Crimson, R Crimson, the Crimson that's Kane's daughter, actually found these two and brought them in. And now it's under her watchful eye are their wrestling careers. Look at this. Oh, Josh, thank God, gets out of the way. We would have had a Josh pancake. Look at Josh now, trying to let it fly. And another big kick to the head. But remember, every time Josh is in this ring, it's giving Totes time to recover a little bit. Josh kicking out in 1. Now, he might have been watching Totes for a little while and said, hey, I know how some of this goes, but good golly. Yowzers! What was that? If I saw a dude that big do a backflip onto me, I'd just be like, oh, my bad, my bad. 1, 2, 3. Just roll up the leg. Put the finger on me. We're going to get on out of here. Look, Josh now. Josh jumps in, gets Totes back in. I don't think Brute sees it coming. How the heck did Totes pick that boy up? Picks him up. Now trying to roll up the leg. 1, 2. That was a lot closer than I thought. That was a 2.5 count. And honestly, I was like, it would just be a quick 2. Johnny, they are available for download. They do not fall under the TSW hashtag title yet. But if you put in Brute and the numbers 1-4, you will find him. If you spell out Walter and spell out 1 and spell out 4, you can find Walter. That's how I found them. These are actually creations from another guy, JD14. It's his PSN number. But they are available for download. That's the other thing. If you guys see a wrestler on TSW that you want to download, they are all downloadable. If you don't see them, just tell me in one of our streams or in one of my videos, and I will re-upload them. Now, the only difference between these guys and the guys that he created is I did change the movesets to make them a little more realistic. Look at Josh, though, in just long enough, gives Totes a break, delivers a couple things, and now can Totes find a way to get one of these guys out? Yeah, you can have your own Cimba, you can have your own Rowdy, whoever you want. I think almost all of our title belts are also online too. Yeah, no, Josh, everything Josh is, what is he doing? Oh, look at that. Like, he couldn't get him that far up, but he got him up far enough. Josh almost put out Walter, which would have been amazing. Ah, watch out. To the head. Swinging neck breaker, and goodness gracious, what was that? Hey, Josh is putting a little embarrassment on some of these guys. Like, oh, Brute gets out of the way. That was kind of a nimble move. Josh trying to let it fly. Ah, big backbreaker. And you guys are hitting it on the head. Josh is not used to wrestling in a match. Still, only a 1 count. Look at that. I'm telling you, all of his ratings are way down. So the fact he's hanging in there, it's got to be some digital heart. You know what I mean? You can't measure digital heart. Brute now puts him back in the corner. Josh fights off the double team, though. Gets back down, drops him, gets to the front. And I was going to say, get Totes in there now. Totes now getting back into the ring. Oh, big punch, trying to let it fly. Brute catches the second one, though, and takes Totes back up to the top. Totes gets it reversed back around and is starting to use every ounce of the ring as a weapon against these two. I was going to say, how did he get up? But Brute let him get up. One big boot. Oh, crazy cross-handed face. How did Totes even make it back up? He wasn't quite recovered, I don't think. Splits Totes open right there. Rolls him up. Rolls up the leg. And thank goodness Josh gets in there and breaks up the count. Not sure he's going to be able to. And even what Josh is doing right now is kind of amazing because it's allowing Totes to get back to his feet. Big power slam. Totes apparently was letting him know that King Kong was a good movie. And that is not good. 1, 2, and kicks out in 2 3/4. I think we can all agree, not good. This is one of his finishing moves. And Totes taps out.
Has been eliminated.
The only one left now is Josh. And there is some bad things happening. Bad things happening to Josh right now. Good night, Vexy. Vexicity? Call you Vex. And now Tombstone. He kicks out of the tombstone. Now, to be fair, it wasn't like the best, like they crossed the arms. Is Josh going to be able to pull this out? Like, he's not a wrestler, but he is doing quite well in the match. Maybe after this match, he wants to become a wrestler. Josh is like, what is this guy doing? Uppercuts for him. Punches for you, punches for me. Josh will give you punches, then he'll go pee-pee. Oh, punches are so good on Thanksgiving. Look at this! Josh gets him to tap out! And now, it is Josh, the manager, versus Walter. Can he get Walter to tap out? We thought it was going to depend on Totes. But it is Josh instead who gets it, reverses it back around. Scorpion Death Drop. Squeezing on the arm. Will Josh pull this out? He is. Rolls up the leg. One. Only a one count. That is not good news. Ducks the one punch. Does not duck this one. Thrown into the ropes. Reverses it back around. Is he going to put him in the submission hold? No. Oh. Pulls him back out. Look at how hard it is to even pull this guy out to the center of the ring. He is way too close to the ropes, though. And he tried, but no, rolls up the leg anyway. 2. Oh, almost a 3 count. Hey, we got to pull for Josh, the manager right now. Performing wrestling moves like he has never done before. I'm going to tell you, in every simulation, this has never happened, and this is why I love watching it live with you guys. Josh saying, it's over, you're out of here. Don't let him get up, Josh. Don't let him get up. Oh, smashes it down again. Now has him in another submission hold, wrenching back on his arm. Wisely lets him up. Rolls up the leg. This might be it, though. 1, 2. Oh, I bet you Totes McGoats listens to what Josh tells him from here on out. Bet you Totes isn't like, oh, you don't even know, dude. Now, trying to put him in. Nope, I thought it was going to be a sharpshooter. It's not. Smashes him down again. I bet you he's going to have wrestlers lined up saying, hey, manage for me, manage for me. Kind of like a Jimmy Hart, you know? Don't let him up, Josh. Don't let him up. It's all working until you let him up. Now he's got him in a sharpshooter. Josh wins. Can you believe that?
Here are your winners, the Order.
Stretchy coming down to celebrate with the rest of the Order. Sentinel has a match tonight, so he's getting ready. But holy Moses. Hey, you don't know. You never know. Look at Josh. Josh submits both of the wrestlers to back up all the words Totes McGoats was saying. Holy Moses. Jeez Louise. So here we go. Power Trip now, the brand new version of Power Trip with Teddy, Strudel, of course, and now the addition of Recon Delta, the new leader of Power Trip, now going up against the Disciples of Doom, Kamikaze Von Doom leading them with Herbie and Cross. And from what I hear, I know, that's what I'm saying. Maybe Totes has got to put on his tie from here on out. Become Josh's manager. That's what I'm saying. Like, his rating is so low. Ratings don't matter. It's not just the ratings. It's ratings, yes, but then it's how the movesets go, and there's a lot of things that go into it. And then it's that moveset against the other team's moveset. If you watch Josh where you're like, don't get cocky, it's because his ratings are so low, he can only do moves so fast, and he still managed to win. But that's what I'm saying. If that would have got flipped around at any point where he was really taking a beating, it wouldn't have lasted very much longer. Yeah. Hey, fresh start. Welcome to the stream. Guys, too, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video on Mother's Day. What a better way to tell your mom, Mom, I love you, than a Totes My Goats wrestling stream video. I could think of a million better ways to tell your mom you love her. But maybe she'll appreciate it. Who knows? Definitely on PlayStation. Yep. But again, I do not play. Look, Mom, no hands. I do not play. I create all the wrestlers. They're all created wrestlers. I either know you or you're in TSW, or I know you from the chat. Chat members eventually. But now, look, we're almost down to the end where I can't say this anymore. We only have a few spots left, so very, very picky on who's going to be the last spots. But that's almost 100 created wrestlers. We have created title belts. We create them all. We create all the arenas. We put together all the storylines, and then we bring those storylines to you. I announce it, and I'm seeing it as you guys are seeing it. So I don't know how this ends either.
The following contest is a 6-man tag team match on the way to the ring. At a combined weight of 803 pounds, the Power Trip.
You know what's funny is Josh said he didn't want to be a wrestler, he just wanted to manage. I'm like, cool. That's why you've never seen him wrestle until tonight. And then we see him wrestle, and we're like, God dang, that's amazing. Yeah, we'll definitely see how it goes, fresh start, for sure. So, Recon Delta's first look right now. Yeah, I would too. Absolutely would too.
At a combined weight of 766 pounds, the Doom Brigade.
Doom Brigade. Now, Cross has slightly different look. I kind of like it. But he has a slightly different entrance attire look. And you can see on the back of his thing, if you can read it, it says Doom Brigade. Now, look, Teddy's like, I'll do what I want to do. I'll walk right through your entrance. I don't care. So the brand new Disciples of Doom, the DOD squad, now going up against Power Trip. The two leaders going to start it off, though. No, I do agree. I do agree. There are some that I really, really, really like. I like them all, don't get me wrong. There are some that just stand out for different reasons. Recon 2, we've been messing with some different moves, too. And switching up some different move sets because Recon's actually been on a strange losing streak. He was on a crazy winning streak in Season 1. But in Season 2, he's been on a weird losing streak. So we'll see what goes on. There's one of the new moves, double super kick, right up under the chin of Recon. Herbie now goes for the pin. And if you remember, Herbie's one of the original members of Doom. No matter what happens, this match is only 15 minutes. 14 minutes right there. It's hard to see it. Almost if my face is in the way, you could see it better. There are slots for managers. Like I said, we got a few slots left. Not many, but we do have a few. And JD, like I would think you would qualify if you wanted a spot, for sure. You've watched every single episode from season 1 and from season 2. I mean, I think that would be a qualifying thing there. You over some other folks, you know what I mean? So 6, though, really strong wrestlers. KVD trying to get Strudel. Now he's just kind of looking at him. Herbie now gets to his feet. Strudel jumps, misses him, but Herbie kind of takes that buckle into the side. KVD was a little bit early, and then almost looked like he got confused on if he could knock Strudel off that or not. Yeah, that's the thing I do. I really enjoy... No, absolutely. I really enjoy all the creative stuff of this, and I'm glad this is the thing that I'm kind of getting known for right now. Pele kick by Teddy right into the head of Herbie. Herbie looked like he might have been trying to go to get the emergency tag out. And Teddy catches him, tags Recon back in. Strudel's still on the ground, will make his way over to the other side. Cross is yet to get in to the match yet, and I think he's the only one of the 5, so kind of ipso facto, the most fresh. And Herbie gets Recon with kind of a crazy running jump DDT, now rolling up the leg. 1, and only a 1 count. Oh, big power bomb and knocks out. Recon Delta, Recon the first one. Man, brother, good night. Love it. And on Thursday, Gruning will be wrestling. I wanted to fit him in tonight because I slightly changed his look a little bit. It's not huge, like it's not largely noticeable, but it's enough, you know what I mean? But Thursday night we will see Gruning, which might be tomorrow at the rate my work schedule's going. And that was kind of weird. KVD thought he would go straight for the breakup on the pin, did not. Strudel almost got him. Herbie kicks out. But now Strudel knocks out KVD, delivers the tasty pastry right onto Cross, pulls it back into the center of the ring, rolls up the leg, but I'm telling you, I think it's too early, even though that's a finisher. What the Jesus just happened? Now it's down to only KVD. This could be the quickest 3-on-3 match we've ever had. We still have 10 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. Cross came in. Fur Baby's doing really good. Very glad Daddy's home. Not going to be so happy over these next 2.5, 3 weeks, though. Will not be happy that Daddy is not home at all. They've been very good today. That is quite the move. KVD playing it up to the crowd a little bit. Strudel starting to get back to his feet. Big right hand. Tells Strudel to get back up. Strudel obliges and throws him back into the ring. I am telling you, Cross hadn't been in the ring yet. One of the guys gets eliminated. Herbie gets eliminated. Cross steps in, and Strudel immediately, one move, hits him with the tasty pastry. Didn't think it was going to put him out, and it does. Now it's just down to KVD on the Doom side. Can he overcome the two on the other side? We are about to see. The easiest way to do this, though, is he is going to have to knock out Strudel. Otherwise, that happens. Now, he doesn't see Strudel getting back up, but it doesn't matter. KVD is quick, one of the quicker wrestlers in TSW. Now looks like he's going to let it fly off that top rope. Is this going to be? It is. It is the Disciples of Doom elbow. And that does it. Now it's down to a one-on-one match. And this might be the earliest. There is 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in this match. And we have never been down this fast to a one-on-one match. These guys do not like each other, apparently. For whatever reason. Now, the real thing is against KVD and Recon. But they have brought in their factions into this battle. And tonight we are also going to see a brand new other type of match. One. Dave, you are wrestling today. So is Power Trip or is Doom going to come out on top of this match? We are down mano y mano. Teddy versus KVD for the bragging rights of their own factions. And KVD holding on, was down to just him, and now has brought it back to a one-on-one match. Now, puts him in a very crazy, now the weird thing is that's almost letting Teddy put him, like he should be pinned right now. But the ref's on top of it, far be it for me, like I announced, let me do more than one job, right? Let the ref decide what's legal and what's not legal. And, oh, big hit right on top of the old scullion. Not scunion, scullion. And this might do it right here. If he can hit this off the top rope, telling him to get up. And misses. Just missed. Kamikaze Von Doom is like, wait, why am I even up? Teddy misses. Trying to get him into the ring, but Kamikaze Von Doom blocking all the attempts. Now finally gets him back into the ring. He gets up to his feet first. And here we go. The finishing move of Teddy. And that does it. No need to roll up the leg. Power trip. Ends up coming away with the victory. So Recon Delta's new venture.
Winners, the Power Trip.
Doom's Elbow. Doom's Elbow is the name. He actually is the only wrestler that does a 360 elbow off the top rope. So you'll see him. He'll set up his stance and he'll kind of get his shoulders squared up to the guy and then 360 that off the top rope. So this might be a thing that starts turning things around for even the Power Trip, right? Power Trip, kind of on a losing streak, individually and together. Season 1, right in the beginning, did very well. Now that they've added, they might have just needed some direction, and now that they've added Recon, that might be the thing that they need. Might be the thing that they needed. Now, by the record, we have the most winningest tag team, the NWO, with Cecil Davis and Kempty Watson, currently at 8-1. Can they make it to 10-1? We don't know. Going up against brand new United States, TSW United States champion, Eagle, with his tag team partner, Ghost. Now that we've done the additional things with the different tag teams, should be interesting. I mean, it might change the dynamics of some of the wrestlers. Like some wrestlers might not be good tag team partners. Some might be the ones that people are going after because when you pair them up, you're doing some crazy moves, right? No, they don't. So we were heading in that direction to where they kind of did. and then I pulled it all back. So now there's 5 male NWO wrestlers and 5 female NWO wrestlers. That is it. There was 9 and 8. There was 17 NWO wrestlers. Now there's 9 and 8. Or there was 9 and 8. Now there's 5 and 5. So yeah, no, they don't. They don't. Could we see that one day though? We could. It is time to take care of Horseman business. So every single Horseman but Ghost has a title of some sort. If Eagle and Ghost can win right now, that will give every member of the Horsemen
is a 2 out of 3 falls match,
a title belt.
And is for the honor of Alliance Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 447 pounds, the 4 Horsemen.
What is going on? Carmelo, welcome to the stream. Remember, drop the like, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time TSW goes live. Let your mom know that you're here inside the stream watching this. That way she can join in too. You can spend Mother's Day with Mom or Grandma. So this could be a title belt for Ghost Rider, but Rowdy has also made up by owning 2 title belts. So there are 4 title belts in the 4 Horsemen right now. This would be 5.
454 pounds. They are the honor of Alliance Champions, the NWO.
So the most different looking tag belts are our faction tag team title belts. You have to be in a faction to fight for these belts. Hey, that's a good question. Will any of these guys ever take off their mask? Maybe. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Who knows? So you can't just be a tag team to be a faction. I'm not buying it. But you can have 3 or more people. So if you have 3 or more people in your group, you are eligible to go after these belts. All you have to do is give me basic information, like hair color, to be safe, skin color. Remember, I don't know what any of y'all look like until you tell me. But if you tell me basically what you look like, or you've got your own character that you've uploaded to 2K22, WWE 2K22, tell me how to find it. I will download it. I will probably polish it up. And who do you like as a wrestler? That doesn't mean like that's what'll happen, like that's who you'll be-ish, but it also doesn't mean that's not going to happen, so we'll see. So Ghost now bringing Kempty over to the corner, uses this opportunity for a double team move and a big boot right to the ribs. A brain buster. Is he going to go for the pin? I mean, he's got him in the right spot of the ring, but instead just keeps doling out the punishment. Another underhook brain buster. And Kempty, big knee. That will usually start to turn some things around. Weird version of a side figure 4 leg lock happening right in front of Ghost. Kempty telling Ghost, you look in my eyes while I'm doing this to Eagle. That I tell people all the time, too. Not that I'm pretty. But I do have some of the softest hands you'll ever find, which is hilarious when I work. But I always wear gloves when I work. Keeps my hands soft. Ghost now back in, delivering the punches. Thought he might have been going for the tag, but instead goes up top. Kempty getting up. Don't think he's going to see this coming, though. And a huge, like kind of a double pump. Rolls up the leg, too. And Kempty out in 2. Now, remember, if I've said it once, I've said it 8 times. These guys are 8-1. Only ever lost once. Are the Horsemen going to deal them their second loss? Little stomp to the belly. Eagle back in. I'm telling you, I like Eagle's new ring attire. I don't know what it is. I just like it. I don't like it on everybody. I like it on Eagle. It was an accident, actually, that I put it on Eagle, and then I liked it. What is Cecil doing? Cecil thought he was coming in. Thought he was coming in to break up the thing, but he doesn't. Eagle ducks the one, can't duck the other one. A lot of people wonder why I don't have the mustache. That's got to do with my wife. That's a compromise we've made. Big power bomb by Kempty on the outside. Now rolls up the leg. Referee right on top of it. 2. And kicks out in 2. Kind of. That'll kind of push you to first at 3-1. You'll be the only other one that's actually out. Now, only a few matches can you actually be knocked out in, and that's in any of the 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 matches. Just because there's got to be another way to win so people don't get in and just kick out of everything all the time. So we put knockouts in those matches. That's not in every single match. Otherwise, all these matches would go way too fast. There's no telling what the criteria for knockout is. Now Kempty crawling up to the top. Does Eagle see it coming? Doesn't. That's almost like the coup de grace right onto Eagle from the top rope. And still kicks out in 2. Guys, remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live with the wrestling. Splits Eagle Star open. Even though Eagle has a mask, most of the time you can see that he is bleeding. Eagle now fighting his way out of it. Gets back up on top. Looks like a choke slam incoming. Gets it onto Kempty. Is he going to roll up the leg? Does. 1, 2, and almost a 3 count. Is he going to tag in Ghost? No, going to stay on the offensive. But Kempty turns it back around. Gets that knife-edge chop in. What goes up does come back down. And it looks like Kempty now maybe. Nope. No. Almost like a golfer backed up, and he was like, let me line up this pin. Lined it up, ran up, and pinned him really quick. Now, remember, this isn't an elimination match. This is the best 2 out of 3. So, right now, if the NWO pins the Horsemen one more time, they win the match. Doesn't matter which one. And that is a new debut version of this. A 2-on-2, 2 out of 3 falls match. Not over yet. And that is how the faction war belts will be fought for. It can be a 2-on-2 on 2-on-2. We could have 4 teams of 2 or 2. Or you can have 2 teams of 2 and fight it that way. But either way it goes, it's going to be 2 out of 3 falls. Ghost now setting up for his finishing move. However, don't think he's going to get it in. Kempty reverses it back around. Oh, gets him in the helicopter, spins Ghost around. Ghost tries to get back to his feet. Kempty on top of it, though. Oh, and about got put into Kempty's finishing move, but Ghost reversed it back around. Oh, splits Ghost open now. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and a 2.5 count. Ghost must have hollered over to Eagle, hey, don't help me out. I got this. Now he gets Cecil Davis put back in, who Cecil Davis, as we know, TSW's greatest hardcore champion. Not the current champion, that would be Digital Dogs, but the only one to defend the hardcore title multiple times. What was that? Somehow, Ghost floated up and over the top, then got Cecil. Now rolls up the leg, but a rope break. Ghost now going up to the top. Why not let it fly? And a big knee, that would do it, but Ghost gets Eagle back in. I would have rolled up that leg. Even though he's in a weird spot, Kempty could have got in and broke that up pretty quick. But here we go. The bounty collector drops him down, rolls it up. 1, 2, 3, and now we are back to a 1-on-1 match. The next pin will win. That's what I would do. If I was the NWO, I would have made sure Eagle stayed in because they got 1 pin on him. And if I was the Horseman, I would make sure Cecil stays in because they got a pin on him. You know what I mean? Whoa, powerbomb falls back on top of him. And you know me and nonchalant pins. I want everybody to win with nonchalant pins. Now Cecil rolling up the leg, kind of in the side lock figure 4. Ghost now getting in, gonna break it up. Cecil or Kempty tries to stop it. Didn't do it, I know, right? You gotta show some respect, but anybody who does it, I want them to win. 1, 2, 3. And now 9-1, NWO, the Hit Squad, will retain the Faction War title belts as the top faction in TSW.
Winners and still the honor of Alliance Champions, the NWO.
What is going on, Vengeance? Welcome to the stream, brother. Vengeance, you will be wrestling in Thursday Night Wrestling, which is hopefully tomorrow. We'll have to see how everything goes. Trying to get a couple in. I've got a really weird work schedule for the next 4 or 5 weeks. So we're going to have to get in wrestling where we can get it in. And we're getting it in right now. So you can look, and there is 2 brand new looks. You can see Becky's brand new look on the outside there when she's with the Spitfire Warriors. And then you can also look down, awesome Christina. We haven't seen her wrestle enough to understand she's got a new look, but now she's got face paint on underneath the mask versus having a bunch of other stuff that was on the mask. Didn't really like it. Well, so Thursday Night Wrestling will have to happen tomorrow if it happens. If I can't make it happen tomorrow, I will be out of town after that. So I wanted to do this today. Didn't think I was going to be able to, honestly. But now the TSW Women's Tag Team titles will be on the line. You guys said, I bet you Jane and Becky could win the tag team titles if they were a team. Becky listened. Jane brought her on to the Spitfire Warriors to make it official. And now they will go up against Awesome Christina and Crimson, who just won these tag team title belts last week. So, I haven't uploaded this version, but if you want me to, I will upload it, and then her tag will be TSW. Like, you can just put in TSW, and you'll see most of the TSW wrestlers pop up. For sure. Yeah, I did too. We've even taken, you'll see it a little bit, we've even taken some of the eye paint and changed it just a little for the blue one. We've left the purple the same, the purple and black, but the blue and black we made just a lot different as far as the eye makeup goes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers.
I'll upload it right after this. The Spitfire Warriors is the name of their team. And it's got Kezaboo and it's got Jane's daughter Jessica in it as well. You know, any team that Jane or Becky that's going to be on, they're going to have fun coming on down to the ring. Right now, most of our wrestlers only have one version. Becky is one of the few that now has two. I think there's only one other wrestler. I can't remember who it is either. This should be really interesting, though.
And introducing the champions, they are the Women's Tag Team Champions, the Ministry of Darkness.
Two of the largest, if not the largest, female competitors in the TSW Women's Division making their way down to the ring right now, Crimson and Awesome Christina. I keep going back and forth on different versions of Awesome Christina because she's one of the few that I do like her other version better, but we'll keep tweaking it till we get it there. Now, our Crimson is the ones who actually brought in the Sons of Abigail to join the Ministry of Darkness also, which you can see are two of the largest male wrestlers in the men's division. So, will be interesting to see what happens with the Ministry of Darkness as we move forward. But right now, yeah, they did. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Rowdy. They did come out to Too Cool's entrance. So here we go. Now, when we said that these guys should do very well, we didn't know they would be facing off against the largest women wrestlers in the biz. But here we are, and here we go. Jane going for the quick pin on Crimson, does get the 1 count. Not quite the 2. And how are they going to do? Now, we know Rebecca she excels at like the one-on-one. Jane obviously excels at the one-on-one. Can they form the tag team and do well in multi-person matches? Right now, though, Jane has stayed on top. The referee kept blocking her way to get the tag. And so Jane just decides to, okay, keep dealing the punishment. Oh! If you can't kick her while her head's way up there, just chop her down to size and then cut that tree down. Now Jane waiting for Crimson to get back to her feet. Crimson does, and I kind of caught Jane off guard. Maybe she didn't expect her to stand up that fast. Thought Crimson might have tried to tag out and get Awesome Christina in, but instead keeps delivering some fists. Jane now looking like she's trying to get control of this, but Awesome Christina gets in and lets it fly. Shin buster on Awesome Christina, and I think that will be the... Nope, that is not the part. And another big right-handed forearm being delivered. And what's kind of good about this, actually, is you have two of the larger wrestlers. Now, while Awesome Christina's height isn't there, she is still muscle weight-wise larger, and if Jane can kind of deal some damage to them and then have kind of waiting in the wings Becky on standby, like, this is perfect so far. If you're going to beat some bigger people, this is kind of how you want it to go. Nice double team move up over the top, and it does look like Becky might have got some new ink on that back right shoulder as well. Missed her there, but did not miss it there. Hits her with the right hand, now running that arm right down the rope. Yeah, the ref might be on the take for sure. But honestly, the World Tag Team Champs have only got a couple moves in on Becky or on Jane. And that, if you're going to fight against these bigger wrestlers, that's how you need it to go. Becky now going up to that top rope. Crimson getting back to her feet. Double overhand axe handle. That's the other thing you got to do. You got to use the ring as much as you can. Think she was going for the tag. Decided to roll up the leg just to get a feel of, hey, where are we at on this match? Does. Playing it up to the crowd a little bit, but does she see Crimson getting up? Doesn't. Big clothesline by Crimson, and Crimson now trying to get the tide turned back around. Double-handed choke slam, and gets Awesome Christina back in. Now Christina setting up for something maybe. Nope, didn't set up for anything. Becky hits her with the backpack, doesn't keep her in the pinning maneuver though. And quite a few slams. That is your belly-to-belly slam, rolling up the leg. For the first time, somebody gets in because they're like, hey, I better break this up. But a huge helicopter by Jane sends Crimson out, and now Christina is on an island by herself. No tag help for right now. Can they use this to their advantage? Or will they get it turned back around? Holy Moses. Awesome Christina jumps up, but I think Becky got back. Does. Hurricane Rana when she jumps down. And now pump handle slam. Rolls up the leg. This is what I'm talking about. 1, 2. Oh, 2 3/4, but now Crimson back up. Swings, but misses. Becky gets it in, and now looks like she's going to go. Now look. Becky and Jane are both still relatively fresh. Not a lot of moves have been put back onto them. 1, 2. Jane was like, hey, just in case you are on the take, rep, let me show you this. This is my right foot, right up on your backside. She gave her the mama, I'm going to get that butt. I'm going to paint that back porch red. Becky now rolling up the leg. Only a 1 count. Becky can't believe it because she was getting the 2 counts. But Awesome Christina gets the tag in now. Crimson in. Looked like Christina was kind of blocking the path for Becky to get to Crimson. And now Crimson kind of getting it turned back around. Sidewalk slam. And now trying to get the crowd into it a little bit. And you know, you can't be in the ministry of darkness and then not have some underhanded moves. Like the little choke move where the ref's like, hey, you break this up. Back, oh, thought they were going to start getting things going. Becky stops them though. And smashes them down again. Gets the crowd going. Awesome Christina back in, but she just needed an emergency tag. And hard to tell what that was. Might have been a boot. But Crimson in the way. Now this is what I'm talking about. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get in, like quick tags, in, out, in, out, in, out, and then get the double team stuff going to get this turned back around. Crimson, though, setting up for her finishing move. The choke slam from hell. Hits it on her, rolls up the leg. Jane, though, sees it coming. What is Jane doing? Jane ran the wrong way. That is a heck of a match, though. Like, honestly, they controlled the match.
And still, the Women's Tag Team Champions, the Ministry of Darkness.
They controlled that match for the majority of the match. And then with Crimson's choke slam from hell, that's going to put almost anybody out. I like it. I like it. And I think we're going to see a lot more of Rebecca being in the Spitfire Warriors. I think that was a good call by you and the chat. Now, Cimba, Dave, and Cameron are going to go up in a fatal four-way match, fatal four-way elimination match against Dragonuv for the TSW Light Heavyweight Championship. And I do like the new eye thing on Becky, like the new, I don't know what you would call it. We'll call it makeup. The new makeup win in the blue. JD14, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And Brute and Walter wrestled at the top of the stream. I think they were in match number 2. So if you missed that, definitely go check that out. That was a great match also. Crazy stuff happened in that match. But yeah. It's crazy, though, like, when you go up against these bigger wrestlers, like in Totes Goats, it was the same thing. If they get a hold of you, you go down super, super quick. It's not like a normal thing where, like, oh, hey, Dragonuv or Cimba or Totes even, like, got a hold of you and then jacked you up. That's not how it goes. Your health goes down so fast with these bigger people because there's so much force and so much momentum behind what they're doing. Their power moves and the moves that they're doing are more powerful than normal. So it doesn't take 4 moves to put you out. It might only take 1. It's
The following
crazy.
contest is a fatal 4-way match and is for the Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the Anarchist from England, weighing in at 225 pounds, Dangerous Dave.
Yeah, JD14, we may see those, we may not. There is some very limited space left, but I am glad that we got Brute and Walter in for sure. But who knows? We could see some people retire a little bit later on. We have almost 100. We have over 90 wrestlers right now. Almost 100 wrestlers. So I don't know that I could download all 4 of them, or 5, or 6. But yeah, it will be interesting to see how that story develops.
And introducing the challenger, representing the NWO from Sweetwater, Texas, weighing in at 205 pounds, Cameron Wolf Barton.
So we have seen some of the largest wrestlers on the planet tonight, and now we're going to see the smallest in TSW. Now, if you remember, Dave is a 2-time champion. Cimba is also a 2-time champion of the light heavyweight title back when it was known as the cruiserweight title. And now going after it, both actually in the same match, and going after it against Dragonuv. Should be an amazing match. It is an elimination match. And the match that we have coming up next.
And introducing the challenger, representing American Alpha from deep in the jungle, weighing in at 240 pounds, the King, Silva.
There is a lot of gold on the entrance attire, and then you add a championship belt to it. That'll do her, you know what I mean? Grady will be in the next match going after the hardcore title. And then I think both world championships will be on the line, because one of the things that I am most interested to see, and I don't know which one I put where, but I think it's in the main event, Ozzy and Witcher will have their rematch. And it could be the very first time that somebody beats Ozzy 2 times in a row. It's never been done before. So with that world, the women's world title, I call it the Cycle of Oz. You may beat Ozzy one time, but she has won every single time the second time the 2 people wrestle again. So that will be very interesting. Remember, share the video so Dragonuv knows he's wrestling right now.
And introducing the champion from the Stone Age, weighing in at 232 pounds, he is the light heavyweight champion, the Dragon.
Rowdy's going to start a hashtag thing that goes viral. I do like that Dragonuv, part of Dragunuv's outfit actually glows too. Hard to see with that color green, but it does. The only thing is, JD14, when you say crimson, you're going to confuse the rest of the chat. I know what you're saying, but we already have a crimson in TSW. Ipso facto. This is the other thing that I was having, like, I thought about, like, but then, oh, look at the shimmy. Look at Dragonuv giving you the little shimmy. It's like, what's up? What up, dog? Little shimmy. What up, Dragon? I see you shimmying there, Dragon. Yeah, no. Hey, believe you me, I love the story. We will work in a lot of that story into some of the stuff. Yeah, I love, man. I download the wrestlers, I'm like, I don't know, like, right? And then I do a test match with them, and I'm like, yeah, we got to have these guys. Love them. So here we go, getting things started. Cameron and Dragonuv getting after it. Dave and Cimba getting after it. Will Dragonuv be able to maintain his title, or will tonight be the night he loses it? He has maintained it for a while now. Dragonuv rolling up the leg quick. Cameron kicks out, though. Dave sees Cimba coming, gets the knees up. And remember, in a light heavyweight championship, most of the time, most of these guys will let it fly off the top rope. So very exciting match. And you know, JDT said something earlier. Hey, is that a new thing? No, but I did take it from a red. I forgot about that. I took it from a red mat to a darker mat because it was too much. Somebody had said it. KVD had said it, and I was like, yeah, you're right. It is a lot. With the red symbols, with the red logo, with the red mat, it was kind of a bit much. So, now remember, because this is an elimination match, you are not going to see these guys break up too many things. And if you do, I'm going to be like, why did they do that? It makes no sense. Why would they help the other one break up? I'd let people pin everybody all the time. Oh, Dragon Bomb right on to Dave. Is Dragon now going to roll him up? Does. Rolls up the leg on Dave. Referee right there. 2, 3, and Dave makes a quick exit out of this match. And now we are down to 3-on-3. Dragonuv just working his way through. Punches Cameron right into Cimba. Cimba grabs him. Crazy. Dragonuv throws Cimba one way. Cimba threw Cameron the other way. Cameron just trying to get back into this match. Dragonuv must have heard the footsteps, though, and gets thrown up and over. What is Cimba doing? Kind of trying to establish his dominance, but Cameron gets him, rolls up, DDT, and you know what Cameron gets for his trouble? Body slam. If you answered body slam, you are correct. That's what he gets. Dragonuv throws Cameron back into the ring. Cimba trying to get back to his feet. Referee getting back inside. Dragonuv going up top. He's gonna try to deliver the Dragon's Breath. Misses. Cameron, though, gets him with a boot. Now Cameron grabs Dragonuv, puts him into his finishing move called the Fist of Fate. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and almost, it was almost that quick. The whole match almost got turned on its side. Cameron now letting the feet fly, gets Cimba. Dragonuv rolls out, and Cameron dumps Cimba right on his face. Rolls him into the center of the ring. Cimba, though, grabs him. Kind of that ankle pick. Drops Cameron. I hurt my hand. Oh, that hurts. Owie. And now Cimba getting control of the match again. Long story on what just happened with my hand, though, but ouch, that hurt. It was already hurt, then I smashed it, forgetting about that I hurt it. I'd love to cry right now if I could, too. Another Fist of Fate, and we are going to have a brand new champion, no matter what happens. Oh, no. 2 Fists of Fate. Dragonuv is now kicked out of 2 Fists of Fate. Ridiculous. I hyperextended my knuckle, and then when I did the elbow thing, it moved my finger farther than it should have been moved again. But it's okay. We're going to make it. Cimba, though, sees him, throws him down off the top. I'm telling you, Dragonuv getting kind of lucky. Cameron sees it coming. Now Dragonuv back on the prowl, picks him up. Pile driver, and a pile driver in the way that ended Stone Cold Steve Austin's career. That's the move that it looked like. Slams Cameron, goes for the pin, 2, 3, and even though Cameron hit him with 2 Fists of Fate, Dragonuv still gets back up and now is firmly in control of this match. What is he going to do? And can Cimba kind of ward off like the little onslaught? Because, yeah, my dad always said rub some dirt on it. So I just popped it again, and I think it'll be fine. We're down to like a pain level 8, not 47. Dragonuv now rolls up the leg of Cimba. 2.5. Cimba kicks out. And again, we went from a 4-way to a 3-way to now a 1-on-1 match. Can Cimba win this title and be walking around with 2 title belts himself? Remember, Cimba's finishing move is off the top rope. It's called the King's Arrow. And is he setting him up to be in the right position to hit it? Rolls up the leg. 1. Only a 1 count. What in the Jesus is that? 1, 2, 3. Oh, not 3. Dragonuv kicks out again. Cimba's like, forget this. King's Arrow time. Here it is. Hits the King's Arrow. That has to be it. 2, 3. And that was quite a fight by Dragonuv to last that long. Had 4 finishing moves put on him. And it took 4 finishing moves to get that belt from around his waist. Congratulations goes out to Silva. American Alpha now turning the tables a little bit. Right now, with that belt, they have the tag team titles, they have the light heavyweight title, and they have the women's world title. I don't know. There's less of them, but they're holding as many belts as the Horsemen. Now, Sentinel, Rob Simpson, Grady are going to go after Digital in a very similar match, except this is an Extreme Rules Fatal 4-Way elimination match. That means you can use baseball bats, hockey sticks, stop signs, whatever you want to use, chairs, tables, lions and tables and chairs, oh my. You can use all of that stuff in this next match. Fatal 4-Way elimination, hardcore title on the line. And then we are going to see Max Fenig get his shot at the world title against Rowdy. Then we're going to see the newest member of American Alpha, Witcher, defend the world title against Ozzy And nobody has ever done it before. Nobody has ever defended the world title against Ozzy. When Ozzy is in the ring going for the world title and she didn't walk in with it, she has always 100% walked out with it. That means from the first time to the next 5 times, she is 6-0 in those matches. 6-0. Can Witcher be the first tonight to stop what I like to call the cycle of Oz? Who knows? Yeah, touche. Sentinel better already have the popcorn pop because he's about to fight right here.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way Extreme Rules match and is for the Hardcore Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing American Alpha from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 240 pounds, Grady.
The hand is okay. I will tell you a thing that most people don't know about me. I have systemic polyneuropathy, right? What? I'm one of the few people who have neuropathy in their hand, or in a foot, or in a leg, or in an arm, or in an ear, or something. I have it from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, which means I feel everything 3 times as much as most people do for 3 times as long. Blue Phoenix, welcome to the stream. Remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live with our wrestling show.
Representing the Order from Virginia, weighing in at 278 pounds, the Blueprint Big Sinister.
Look at that, the mark of the hunter on Sentinel as he makes his way down to the ring. Yeah, it is something. It's hard to even fathom. My wife couldn't fathom it until we both stubbed our toe at the same time on the same thing. She was down for, and she knows I have a very high pain threshold. Even prior to this, like very, very high. Fought a lot. So I'm down for a while, and she gets right back up, like it's owie, and then she moves on. I'm down for about 10, 15 minutes going, oh my God, I can't hardly see straight. So yeah, it's a thing, but like I've lived with it now for a long time. God, it happened when I was in the Army, when I was in Iraq, but got all my appendages. I'm still here, so it's good. Hand feels way better now that I can talk again. So here's what we do, and I'm so glad you asked, Blue Phoenix. We make all the wrestlers, we make all the title belts, we make all the arenas, we write the storylines, and I can't write them out too far, right? I've got some that go out a year, don't get me wrong. But they develop how they develop because the computer controls what goes on here. They're 100% made up. Either I know you are in the stream, or you're in TSW.
And introducing the challenger, representing the NWO from Hubbard, Oregon, weighing in at 274 pounds, the Warden, Rob Simpson.
So we create the entire thing. We create the arena. We create the belts. We create the wrestlers. We write the storylines. I deliver it to you in story form. The computer controls the wrestlers, so we don't know who's going to win this. I see it when you see it. and then I do the announcing. That's what we do here. And then the people in the chat, what they do digital, man, you made it exactly in the right amount of time. Like, there couldn't have been a more perfect entrance because digital, let me introduce you.
And introducing the champion, representing the corporation from parts unknown. Weighing in at 351 pounds, he is the Hardcore Champion, the Engineer Dog.
Now, if you guys are just joining the stream or you joined it and you missed the very beginning of the stream, don't need to go back and watch it right now. But when this is over, go back. I actually explained to you how all of the teams are made. All of the fallout from episode 15 and 15B because the stream crashed. So we had there's two episode 15 streams that happened. And I explained all the teams and how they work. Or all the teams and how they work now. What a cool looking belt that is. So here we go. Grady, Sentinel, Rob Simpson, and Digital now all going in an Extreme Rules Fatal 4-Way elimination match. Digital and Sentinel getting after it. Really kind of two of the bigger guys in this. Rob is bigger than he looks. He is 280 plus. And then Grady. So 3 people have to be tagged or submit for 1 person to win. Digital just won this title last week and is now putting it on the line this week on TSW Monday Night Wrestling. Grady now getting things turned back around on Rob, getting Rob in the corner. Digital. Sentinel wisely rolls out of the ring, trying to gather himself. And now Grady kind of just controlling everything. Let that one fly. Just missed Rob's face with that right hand, though. Digital now back up on top of it. Rob catches Digital right and dirty. Gets it, and he is just delivering right hand after right hand after right hand. Using that top rope, although it didn't look like it, but that's what he was doing. Using that top rope to choke Digital, and now trying to get him up into a suplex. Digital with those 2 mechanical style arms. And while Rod trying to play down, really, is what the NWO does, but play down to the... Oh, big powerbomb on Rob. I'm shocked Rob got up that fast. So is Grady. And Bulldog's Grady, but then Grady up pretty fast. Sentinel trying to ride on the coattails there. Gets rolled up with his leg. 1, 2, and kicks out. Now Grady delivering chair shots to Rob. Digital picking him up. Grady knocking him down. Digital then tries to put the choke slam, the old choke slam Rooney on Sentinel. Sentinel reverses it for the first. I have not seen that style of a reversal. And then Digital's like, hey, or Cimba. Sentinel trying to say, hey, stop grabbing my feet. Oh. Grady is delivering that chair to anybody who will take it right in the face. And so far, that's Rob and Sentinel. Grady now rolls up the leg, 2. I was almost going to say 3, but I was like, what? How could it have been 3 that fast? However, Grady's like, hey, I know we're close. Look at that chair. All kinds of jackered up. And then Digital takes another shot with the chair. Grady picks him up. Big slam. Thought he might have been going while Sentinel's got Rob Simpson in like a mini recliner. Rob fighting out of it. Grady with another shoulder buster. Using the ropes. Come on. 2, 3, and dirty pins. Dirty pins, digital dogs. You know I love it when it happens. If it's anything other than a normal pin, I want to see it happen. Look, he's like, please don't hit me. And Rob's like, bam, C4, get you some of that. Rolls it up. 1, 2. And Grady kicks out in 2. Holy Moses. Oh, sledgehammer. You want to talk about a great equalizer. I say stuff like that all the time, but that sledgehammer's going to turn into a great equalizer too. Rob now delivering boot. Sentinel rolls out of the match. Thought he might have been going for that sledgehammer. Instead, doesn't. He's looking for his own thing. Gets another chair. Grady just comes back around. Don't even know if he knew Rob had a chair in his hand. That chair now hiding where the sledgehammer is a little bit. And now Grady goes for the pin on Rob. 2 count. Yeah. I don't think any of our heads do chairs well. And a big power bomb by Grady. Not his finishing move, but now puts in a weirdish figure 4, but lets him up. Saw Sentinel coming. Whips Sentinel into the corner. Rob trying to make his way back to his feet. Oh, Sentinel now split open, bleeding underneath the mask. Grady now sit through kind of slam on Rob. Picks up the chair because Grady's the one that's been letting it fly with that chair more than anybody. And kicks him right down. Now is he gonna... Oh, Sentinel rolls up the leg, almost kicks the chair out, right, and that happened right on top of that sledgehammer. Rob now going after something else. What could... Hockey stick. Rob now has a hockey stick. Breaks up the pin. Whoa! Sentinel ducks the hockey stick. Dumps Rob Simpson right on his... And now setting it up for it. And blue is not Rob's color. Oh, but Rob reverses out of it. And now Rob setting up for the C4 again. Hits Sentinel with the C4. For some reason, went for the pin. Decided against it. Big spine buster. And now Grady not being so successful with the sledgehammer as he was with the chair. Sentinel letting it fly in the corner. And guys, remember, the one thing we know, we will have a brand new hardcore champion. That is quite the move right there in the corner. 2, 3. Oh, almost a 3 count. Now Sentinel picks up the sledgehammer and starts delivering it right to the shoulder of Grady. That is 3 shots already. Drops it. Oh, Grady picks him up. What is this? Big slam. Will he go for the pin? Does. Rolls up the leg. 2, 3. And how is Grady still standing at this point? Oh, Rob Simpson grabs Totes McGoat's baseball bat. I don't even think Grady knows what's going on right now. You hit me 3 times anywhere in the body with the sledgehammer, and I'm going to be done. Whoa, Rob, sneaky pin. 1, 2, 3, and sneaky pins Grady, and you guys know how I feel. Love it. I don't even care who it is. It could be me. I get excited. Leave it to the NWO.
Rob Simpson.
Leave it to the NWO to come up, sneak out with that belt with the sneaky pin, right? That was crazy. Yeah, you gotta love it. Like, I love it. I want to see Jane win with the one where she just sits up and like nonchalantly puts her hand over. Want to see it? Yeah, that is crazy. Like, Grady was coming over. Grady's like, "Pow, you take this. Pow, you take that." I can do this now because now I've got my finger tight. I don't. But you take this and that, and then out of nowhere goes to pick up Rob, and Rob's like, "Hey, let me get that head real quick. Oh, let me grab that leg." Yeah, that is crazy, right? Grady's like, "I am not having it." Maybe there's a one-on-one match in you and Rob Simpson's future. Like, who knows? Because that was sneaky. Like, that was some stuff you expect from the NWO. Hey, I do think it's funny, like, the stuff between you and Lion King. Heck yeah, like, that was a lot of chair shots. Like, I would have been out too, no doubt. And that's the thing, when you get to use weapons in a match, you don't know how that's going to affect the health of the other guy. Like, it could be like taking off huge chunks, could be taking off smaller chunks, depending on where those hits are landing. But yeah, crazy. So my wife is on her way home, and we are down to 2 more matches.
And is for the World Championship.
This might work out just perfect.
Introducing the challenger, representing the Doom Brigade from Wolverhampton, England, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Machine, Max.
So the neat thing is, Max and Herbie didn't even really have to change their look up too much, because now that there's only one Doom, it could be the white letter Doom, it could be the black letter Doom, it doesn't matter. Now it's just Doom. So that is some good news.
And introducing the champion, representing the 4 Horsemen from the nearest nightclub, weighing in at 308 pounds. He is the World Champion, the Enforcer, Rowdy Hunt.
Rowdy Hunt, the current TSW and current undisputed Universal World title holder, making his way down to the ring. And the one thing that you know and I know, this is the worst town Rowdy has ever been to, and he makes no bones about it. So whenever Frankie Two Fingers eats a couple Cheez-Its, the dogs get very excited because they know Daddy always shares the Cheez-Its with the puppies. I love it. This will be the very first time Max gets his shot at the TSW World Championship. Hey, I'm telling you, it's coming. I don't know. I have a feeling that by the mid-July, when I stop traveling, I think that's when I'm going to have my computer delivered. When we do that, we will have a couple different cameras, and one of the cameras we're going to have is going to be a puppy cam that goes right down on the puppy bed. I think we'll have that. That way, when you guys ask about the puppies, I can flip it and pop them on. So right away, Max getting started quick. But look, I am telling you, some of the fastest matches that we have ever seen, and Rowdy did it to Totes at the pay-per-view. Totes got off to this really quick start, started doing all this stuff. Rowdy took a little bit of punishment, wear Totes out a little bit, and then he turned it on and beat Totes relatively quickly. Like, nobody wanted to say it, but that's what happened. It was not a long match. It wasn't a super short match, but like it wasn't long either. So is that what's happening right now? Is Rowdy, who has been our champion for a little while now, is he using that against Max right now? Letting Max get all hyped up and pumped up and do the thing, and then wear himself out relatively quickly to, bam, deliver it and walk back out of here with the title. So Max got to watch it because Rowdy has done that on more than one occasion. And you can see right here, Rowdy taking control of this match. And Max, big guy. Look at that. Agile like a cat. Every time one of us does that move, that's what I think. Rolls up the leg. One. Only a one count. And it's kind of funny because if you remember in Season 1, Rowdy struggled a little bit, right? Season 2, he is not. Season 2, Rowdy has been a beast. And remember, Rowdy made his character. And while they look different, because I made a Rowdy not knowing Rowdy was making a Rowdy, but I took the Rowdy that Rowdy made and copied everything but how he looked. I copied everything else over to this Rowdy. All the move sets, all the stuff. So this is really the wrestler that Rowdy made. I wasn't even going to count it because I was like, look, it's too early. Rowdy is in the business of ending matches quick.
Here is your winner, and still world champion, the Enforcer, Rowdy Hunt.
I know, right? If you carry the 1, 7. So exactly what I said was probably happening is exactly what happened. Not going to fool Frankie Two Fingers too many more times. I will say this. When Rowdy has defended that title 5 times, he will face Totes McGoats for that title belt. Because if he can beat Totes, he will also break Totes' records of defending the TSW world title 5 straight times. Nobody's even come close. So if he can do it, and he's coming up quick on that, it'll be him and Totes one-on-one. Guys, we finally did it. We have made it to the Monday night main event. My wife is on like the second to last turn she needs to make. We have made it to the Monday night main event. I have said this, and I have said this, and I have said this before. The cycle of Oz is a real thing. She is 6-0 when she enters a match for the TSW women's title, and it's not currently around her waist. Let that sink in. 6-0 in TSW women's world title matches, never lost, not even one. Can Witcher break the cycle of Oz? Can she be the first?
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's World Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the corporation from Wolverhampton, England, the X Factor, Oxley.
If you haven't seen that title belt around her waist, go back and watch it again. Look, her name is on it. The Queen of the Ring title belt. If you currently own it, I will go back and fix it so it shows the current person's name on it, because you're going to hold that title belt for a year. The King of the Ring, you're going to hold it for the year. Dragonov's name is going to be on his belt. If you ever, well, you get to see it now. Dragunov finally lost the light heavyweight title holder, or light heavyweight championship. So the next time we see Dragunov wrestle, you will get to reveal the King of the Ring title belt. Now our brand new TSW Women's Champion.
Representing American Alpha from Arlington, Texas. She's the Women's World Champion, the Witch.
Witcher making her way down to the ring right now for the very first time, sporting the TSW Women's Championship. Can she break it? Can she be the first to do it? That's what we're going to find out. I've lived in the South for over 30 years. I have never had chicken and waffles. Look, we have chicken all the time, right? I'm just not a fan of chicken. So then when we go out, I like chicken, but then when we go out, I have chicken all the time. Why do I want to order chicken? So I'll get steaks or burgers or, whatever, right? Had chicken and waffles for the first time last week. I've had it 3 times since. Love me some chicken and waffles. Why didn't I eat that sooner? If I've got to eat chicken, might as well eat waffles. I know, crazy. I know, it's crazy. So here we go. Can Ozzy extend her streak to 7-0? When the title is on the line and not around her waist, entering into the match. When she's challenging for, not defending. Or will Witcher be the first one to break the cycle? So I just made waffles this morning. I make the best waffles on the planet. If you were ever at my house, I will make them and you will agree. Everybody who's ever ate the waffles has agreed. It's got nothing to do with me. It's got to do with some ingredients, right? Now I just got to figure out how to make the chicken the right way. It'd be amazing. Oh, that is very interesting, Sentinel. What would make Witcher put her bike on the line? Interesting. Ozzy, now you can see Witcher gives up a little bit of size, right? But Ozzy on the outside. That is not where Witcher wants to be if she's going to be on the wrong end of this. Ozzy now picking her up. Thought she might be going to throw her into the post. Don't think she's going to do it. Just drops her straight back down, and not a lot of stuff. Nice. We're definitely going to talk about it. Next time we play, Rowdy, we are going to be talking about some chicken recipes. The reason I even brought it up, because on my little map, it shows my wife where she was stopped at the place that I buy chicken and waffles at. But I don't think she was actually there. I think she was just outside of it. Witcher, can she get this thing turned around? Because this is not the end of Ozzy she wants to be on. Kicks out in one, so still got a minute to go. Ozzy now trying to pick her up. Puts her in the Vulcan death grip. We have been over this before. Probably not going to be how you end a match. Now I almost want to see somebody end a match that way. Witcher says, knock it off. Little karate, knee, left, right, oh, left. She is delivering. She says, your mama was home on your left. Your dad was home on your left. The sister, the dog, the hog, the frog, they all was home on your left. I don't know why I left. I'll sing cadence all night long. And oh my God, 2.5. I wasn't even going to count it because Witcher's been on the wrong side of this match so far. But if that's how it's going to go down, she has got a very good, puts her up in the Witch's Brew rope break. Saves Ozzy right there. Holy Moses. Two. And a 2.5 count. Very even match. That is right, Becky. I'm like, man, what would be the thing? Because I love it. We can absolutely do that. What is going on here? Holy cow! I have totally forgot about this. TJ is, I have no control over that. TJ is the Money in the Bank holder. It has not come up or even been an issue, but she came down to the ring and said, hey, no, I'm not going to do it. Hey, no, I'm not going to do it. But this is giving Ozzy a chance to turn around the match. Now get the best of Witcher, where it was Ozzy, then it was Witcher, then TJ came down, and now it's back to being Ozzy again. Unbelievable. I would, she could absolutely cash it in and then turn that into a triple threat match where she's now the fresh competitor. We've seen TC Rock do it on the men's side where the match was over and they were like, yay. Boom was like, yay, I finally won the world title. Never touched the title belt. TC Rock came in, cashed in the Money in the Bank, beat Boom, and Boom became the first champion to never touch a title belt. And still to this day, the only champion ever to win the world championship and not touch the belt for his title reign. Crazy. Ozzy now putting Witcher into this crazy move, and we have seen Ozzy win with this. Can Witcher fight out of it? Oh, looked like she went to tap, changed her mind, and delivered a right upside her head, set a right upside her head. Gets whipped into the corner, but that was crazy. I mean, Witcher definitely had, I think, the match well under control. Oh, and she might have it under control here. Remember, Witcher can win out of nowhere. Is Ozzy going to tap? She has got her in the Witch's Brew. This is how she typically wins her matches. And wisely lets go. Doesn't think Ozzy's going to tap out. Now rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Witcher becomes the very first person to break the cycle of Oz. And now can open up the challenge for anybody else to wrestle.
Still Women's World Champion, the Witch.
Witcher just overcame all these different odds to win that match. And now is TJ going to use this at some point to cash in her Money in the Bank thing? Here's the other crazy thing. How the titles are set up, that shouldn't have even been possible. I'm really glad to see. I think they switched some things up to make it possible. All of the women's titles technically fall under Thursday Night Wrestling, and all the men's titles technically fall under Monday Night Wrestling, which means the Money in the Bank briefcases technically fall under those shows. I have never seen cross-pollination of the Money in the Bank titles. I've seen cross-pollination of the title belts, but never the briefcases. That is the very first time. So that is crazy. Crazy, crazy. What a great match to come back to and do this stuff. Now, guys, I'm telling you, we are going to, hopefully we can get one in tomorrow too, but it is going to be sporadic between now and July 15th. Every opportunity I get, very few weeks am I going to be home, but every opportunity I get, we are going to be doing the wrestling so that we can stay on top of all this. You're about to hear my dogs bark because my wife just made it home. But this has been an amazing, amazing Monday night show. Super, super pumped up. Stay tuned a little bit later, hopefully tomorrow, for the TSW Thursday Night Wrestling event on a Monday, right? Because after Wednesday, my goddaughter is getting married, and that's where I'll be for that. Then we're buying a dealership. Then I'll be out. We're buying 3 more dealerships over the next 2 weeks. I'll be back for a week. Hopefully on the TSW channel, me and Jane have got it figured out so we can still stream in the morning times. We will see how that goes. But guys, love every single one of you. Love what you guys do. Remember, if you're new, subscribe to the video. Like the video. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. And we will catch every single one of you guys in the next one, and ladies. Everybody from here at TSW Wrestling. Peace.